It is military on game 1, and it is going to be a mad dash for vehicles, for resources, and for rotations to get as far south as possible. But already off to start, we're seeing people go straight up north, and it looks like rotating away from the circle, away from the zone, as Elusive is actually going to do just that. Head up further and try and find some resources to get in, maybe to re-tackle the bridge.
Well, it's going to be good for Blue Esports.
Free either.
Could take that soul by a bit. Spraying down eyes though. Down he goes very instantly. About joining, like, I'll just go back over here. That's fine.
Motasol.
It's going to be the first down for heavy hitters. The rest of his teammates still quite far back. Noel, Rubias, and the Hacks running down there. It's already, it seems.
There we go. And as people start to make that way, it actually looks like Thick Girl, Jim Premium, and Faded X is going to start taking this push.
Somehow, but Thick Girl's right on their tail.
Yeah, it looks like Jim Premium also with a nice little angle onto this from everywhere. There's not going to be an easy swim across for them. As we can see here, Mahinoy taking nice shots. Snow very low on health, and they see the knock. Meanwhile, Deadly Aim is going to get Thick Girl, so that's a 1-for-1 exchange here onto this Nox, but Deadly gets found out again. And is not looking...
Premium's just saying no.
Deadly Aim, though, 26 HP. This is trying one more time to get Snow, but... oh, that is it for him. Taken out from afar by Faded X, who rotated to get that nice angle. And as the smoke is starting to dissipate, Faded is going to have to take quick action now as Deadly to take out Jim and maybe even pick up some loot. But Jim is going to get fallen down right here. And it's going to be One Eye Open now who's come to take the push onto this.
Yeah, from the other side of the water, Eliaba taking a couple of shots as well towards Deadly, trying to help out their teammates, but still Jim goes down and Faded in the meantime. Not really doing too much to push, running, but getting shot at from behind.
That is his Zumar right now with the nice shot here onto Faded X. Thick Girl is going to fall down. J-Fi finds her as we've got 2 players down. Thick Girl is out, and Faded X taken down by Doobie as well. So this fight took just too long. Out in the open, I think maybe some confidence here from he, but it looks like, at least for right now, this might be in the hands of One Eye Open, who happened to rotate at this at just the perfect time. Faded X is going to get flushed out there by Zumar. And now we've got to think about how they're going to get across for water. Like we did say earlier, Eliaba took that boat across, made it first, but that also made it more difficult for the rest of their teammates to come into this. With Eliaba, the last players still standing, you can see getting back in that boat and rotating away from all of this action in this fight. Meanwhile, Antique Samurai somehow still alive and still in it, but looks like J-Fi might be coming up onto Deadly Aim as this starts to end down. We'll take another look at a quick map. It looks like we've got some more action to survive this a little bit long. Could he pick off J-Phil and turn his attention to Zumar in time, or is it just a matter until these 3 players get him out here? Ooh.
Deadly listening hard for the footsteps of J-Fi. Spots Zuma, gets a couple of shots for him. J-Fi wanted to go for the push, finally did. And Deadly Aim go down. Antique Samurai down in 16th place.
Zumar almost doing some damage to his teammate, but luckily pulled away in high. Meanwhile, back up in the blue, Innate still struggling to find a way to join her teammates. Fizzled Sock and Jay All Day already took a boat, made it to the main island, but that means that they've got 1 player still left behind as Innate's trying to battle for the beach, and that is going to be against the MHC boys as General Lee's going to be sticking on this fight just a little bit longer. There is 1 boat still remaining, and they're going to continue fighting for it, while also keeping mindful of the blue. We're in phase 2. There's still plenty of time to take more damage on from here, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Eliaba, the last remaining teammate from Inouye, in a boat just on the east side of Military Island, being shot at quite a bit. The boat ends up being blown up. And ends up dying to Sock as well from Team S1.
Meanwhile, back down in the south, ooh, Tal, who we saw a lot of action from the very beginning, her first kill of the game, is going to pick it back up. It's Karamato down to 1 HP, the last player here for his squad. Nowhere to go, no armor, and Here we go. Tal has this in the bag. Oregonian Stoner taking out Karamatos. We've got great placement here. 5 kills now for Tally Ho. Maybe 2 for a time again in PUBG Esports. We've seen boat explosions, unfortunately taking out whole squads, oftentimes in this area as well. And oh, it looks like General Lee actually is going to fall to the zone here, but Lifespan will take out Funky Bananas. And that's going to be an instant down in the water here. So a 1-for-1 exchange, 2 for 2 as it's Rowdy falling just on the edge of blue, and just like that, nullified down to 2 players.
MHC could also be down to 2 at this point. Lifespan, 20 HP. Blue Zone's chunking hard, but he's going for the revive onto General Lee. But will he be able to do it in time and heal? That's the ultimate question.
Ooh, no, pulling back immediately, going for bandages, realizing that it's just not going to happen. I think we could see a bit of the concern in this face that they're not going to make it far from here. Lifespan trying to survive this as long as he can and walking towards the zone. But there we have it. General Lee has passed away, and it's down just to Lifespan. So this fight took a little bit too long, and we've seen Elusive is already taking the push right now to LOL Stress, who LOL Stress is going to be in this shack. I mean, we may just see the snake game from these two.
I think they are just trying to play for position at this point. LOL Stress has been in that shack for a while now, and stuck in 8. Splitting up and going either side of that shack. So LOL Stress might actually be okay, but he does have to move as the zone shifts again towards the north side.
Yeah, and speaking of north, we've got some couple of fights going on here. As it looks like Ari-chan is taking a push here with Blue Esports. And they have, I did notice earlier, they were taking shots. Zoomer, Doobie, J-Phil, pulling back, finding another rotation into the zone here. And meanwhile, Lifespan is going to fall to the zone, and that's going to be it for their squad as they're going to go out into 13th place. But One Eye Open finishing out this rotation is Angelo finally coming in from the blue zone.
One Eye Open.
And let's see how this all will play out. So one more quick look at the map, and it looks like Fizzle coming right onto Lul Stress's compound. I really can't believe the fact that they've walked right on past it. No look for loot, no dip into this, but on the opposite side, it's going to be Thrax, however, has found Oregon Stoner, will take him out. Lul Stress, meanwhile, gigging out Silk. So we've got 2 downs already for this squad. I wasn't sure they were going to be able to pull it off, but Lul Stress both picking up a kill with Thrax there. So 2 different squads, 2 different teammates, 1 kill each, but Fizzle now coming back to figure out what's going on. The nades are already out. If he can get this one true, that'll be an easy out. Molotov is in, but In8 got the knock first, so that's it for Lul Stress. His teammate is not going to be able to lend a hand. Meanwhile, Zelander has been found as well, and that is going to be it for Tally Ho. Ooh. And it looks like it's not it for SQS either. Everybody had the same idea about how to rotate into the zone here, as Yantung is going to get taken out. Claimed Texas Tongan trying to stay alive in this just a bit longer and hold this corner. Thrax is still down low for them, but Top Dog and Ranger, meanwhile, definitely aware of all the noise that's been going on. Have to know Thrax's positioning here and be very wary as well of overextending themselves and being caught out off guard from him.
SQS quite out in the open as well, with a couple of smokes coming down, but they're starting to fizzle out. They did take out 1 player as they came over. But they've each just got a tree to themselves and a bit of a field.
And speaking of Fizzle, Fizzle from Elusive is getting very close to here. Meanwhile, it looks like Doobie has found the last player from Blue Esports, and they are going to go down as One Eye Open is going to win out the north part of the circle here. Zumar was knocked, but should get that res off to see his health come back on. So still 3 players, did lose 1 man in all of this, but I mean, this is what you expect out of military circles. You're gonna fight for space, and it's gonna be difficult. Speaking of, back again onto Elusive, getting some good acts here onto Null. Nullify is actually eliminated, but all this noise is gonna attract the attention of SQS. It's finally made the push here as Texas and claimed, I think we might have spotted out Fizzle.
Fizzle getting flashed.
Ooh, a boohoo goes down.
Ooh. Texas has no idea that Fizzle was even there. Got the flash onto it, but can't quite see him. Wait for Jay to come around. Switch Jay for Fizzle actually getting the kill on claimed as well. And Texas finally go down and SQS get eliminated.
Smoke out there for an 8, but this is phase 4, and it might not be enough time to get the res here. Fizzle himself only down to 21 HP. It needs to be careful staying ahead of the blue so we can pop off that first aid kit in time, but As we take another quick dip back and see Innate bleeding to death quicker than he can get to the zone. And so Elusive is going to go down to 2 players as well, but hopefully have the time to pop off this first aid. Thrax, meanwhile, has continued here. There's been a lot of fights, a lot of noise in this direction as they were pushing in. So that is the smart play here to make sure that there is no surprises, nobody on your backside. But on to the north, it looks like Noel and Rubies are struggling right now to get into the zone as well, as Rubies has been taken out and Heavy Hitters is going to be eliminated, fallen down into 8th place. And that's a win for Broken W, who's picked up 2 kills.
From Elusive again, have to come down that hill as well, and Thrax does now have to move. The zone has shifted once again.
Ooh. And with that shift, it means that everybody on the west is going to have to make a move once again. As it looks like Origin Academy now stuck in it with...
I said Origin, it's Dragon.
Is it Dragon? It is Dragon. Dragon Academy.
Dragon.
I can read, guys. It's all right. Dragon Academy tried to get him, but Doobie with nice hits there onto Potato is going to fall down, and that leaves just Lemons up as Lemon Squeezy now fighting off all of One and Open, going to get that smoke out, but this 16 seconds till the blue moves. They are on the edge, and there's no time for a res here. The smoke is going to do nothing but really lend them to get out of here, but is still going to try and go for it as the blue starts to make that close here in 5 seconds. They're going to have no time to heal. It is get in the UAS, drive away, but Zumar realizing that as well, running straight for it. Here comes the blue zone. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, leaving the UAS behind, going straight for it. Potato falling right back down, and Lemons, who's down to just 2 HP.
Yeah, Zumar went very quick on the run as soon as there was a knock. Trying to go for the finishing. There's still 1 left. Lemons. You haven't got the health. Zuma gets the kill. Dragon Academy, or Oregon's Academy, or whatever we're going to call them today.
I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Academy, and I just can't read. But no, take another quick check-in with Broken W. Still has not been able to grab Icy Flex, but I think Icy Flex might be safe here. That Dish holding on to him for some safety here is Honey.
Broken W just going away from the compound, quickly gets behind, gets a couple of shots onto Winter and goes for the down. Can't get the finish though, and Kite. Where the hell did that come from?
We'll get that knock one more time. Yes, great shot there from Icy Flex. As he now starts to focus on the zone, is going to break a bit of Broken W, and Wintermelon is going to immediately fall down to the blue zone. Honey and Soup, by the way, right now need to be more mindful of One Eye Open, as Zumar is actually pushed far enough to take out Infamous, and Skax getting pushed into Fizzle and Jay. So we've got multiple teams pushing into one another right now, as this circle is the catalyst we needed to push everybody together. Meanwhile, JLD and Fizzle holding on to this as long as it can. Let's just take a look at the map. You can see how much space out we have here. One Eye Open losing another player now as Doobie gets knocked and taken down by Top Dog, and Illusion, who's been quiet for too long, finally hopping into this J-Phil, getting Honey down low. So this is a back and forth exchange between multiple teams here. Soup, by the way, is going to fall down, and Honey flushed out as well. So we're down to 1 player for One Eye Open, 1 player for Broken W. 2 players for One Eye Open, and 1 player for 6 feet under. So 4 teams, 8 players left alive. Smart, and they could hold this out long enough for a chicken. Split their attention too far, and they could give it up.
Fizzle and Jay just still snaking around. Has been spotted by Ranger. Of course, Team Illusion have got 3 members still alive. Free me please. Takes out the Zuma.
Ooh.
Gets the kill as well. Now 10 kills for Team Illusion, and Fizzle and Jay all day go down as well.
Oh, Skax goes down as well. It's just up to J-Phil. 2 teams, 4 players left alive. J-Phil at 17 HP, and here comes Rainbow and Free Me Please. They know exactly where he is. Free Me Please getting that final kill, and there you have it, guys. 13 kills. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, and Illusion taking victory here in the first game on Erangel.